So, this one's about being grateful for all I have in my life. And you do not have to be a multimillionaire or anything to be grateful for what you got. And the other part of this is being thankful for prayers not answered. What do I mean by that, you say? For instance, remember when you were a kid and you say, oh my God, that girl, you say you're 6 or 7 or 12, whatever, and you're in love with this girl and this, I want to marry her. I've done that a few times. And then 30 years later, you see her and go, holy crap, damn. And I know someone's probably saying that about me too, but I'm just saying, you say that and you go, wow. It's not just looks. It could just be a lifestyle or something else. And you say, whoo, bullet avoided. Thank you, God, for not answering that one. Have you ever had that happen? I get a lot of those stories, trust me. But anyways, being grateful for all that I have. And if you think about it, I heard someone say, or it might have been a statistic, we judge each other by America, and this is where we live. But if you put yourself in a scale, if you have a house, if you have a car, if you have food, if you have shelter, if you're warm in the winter and cool in the summer, you're in the 1% of the whole world. Just think. And I know some of you guys don't want to think, but if you just think about the small stuff and the world, the global stuff, I'm a lucky guy. I don't have a huge house, but I got a house. I have a roof. I have too much stuff. I don't know what to tell you. One of you guys answered one of my comments and said, you don't own your stuff. Over time, your stuff owns you, or something like that. And boy, that's true. In many different scenarios, that's true. But I am grateful not only to have my stuff, to be prepared for certain outcomes. If it gets too cold, I have heaters if the electric goes out. I have blankets. I have extra pillows. I have jackets. I have a warm car to go to. I have backup plans. And there's a lot of you girls and guys that don't. And I'm not going to be the one to hop on you and say, you got to be prepared for what if. I think you should be prepared for what if. But, and it's a big but, not my but it's a big but. You should, even if you have, it's the mind frame, let's say, even if you have a case of water and candles and matches, you're on the road to being prepared for something. Anything. Now, you don't have to go as far as me, but okay, do whatever you got to do, and that's fine. So, I'm just putting together another video you guys wanted to see, or somebody wanted to see, of all my little stuff that I'm going to be taking little video clips of all my stuff that I got ready to go. Preparedness. I'm going to try to, little sections of the house, take little pictures of this and that, and we'll see what we got. But I am very thankful for all you guys. We're back on track. We're building stuff up. I got over 10,000 subscribers, and I love it, and I'm thankful to every single one of you guys. And I enjoy. I have been a little busy. Sorry, I haven't been doing weekend lives. I've just been a little busy. I got to recalibrate that and put it back in. But it's happening. It's here. It's moving. And I am very, very thankful. Number one, to be in New Hampshire, because I love the great state of New Hampshire. And I remember years ago saying, I don't know if I'm ever going to get there. Because I knew, not a wealthy guy, you got to kind of wait until the opportunity presents itself. And you have to be aware enough to say, I'm moving, I'm getting there, I'm on my way. That kind of stuff. Just saying. Very thankful for where I am. You know, my ex-wife's probably watching me and she's like, screw you. Hun, knowing the little bit, which is enough about you, kind of glad it didn't work out. Because as much as I have problems, I know we all live in our own little hell. And sometimes you can't admit it. Life isn't as smooth as we want it to be. And that Band-Aid everybody keeps putting on eventually gets wet or falls off with sweat, and you're exposed. You know, it's funny. I thought I could make it work with my ex, and it was the weirdest thing, something being thankful and prayers not answered type of thing. I got back with her for a little bit, and just that, when you see two people after years of out and you get back together, you notice how their lives have just grown apart. They've gone in their separate ways, I've gone in my way, good, bad, or ugly. And then you come at a time and you go, oh my God, did I make a mistake? And that happened to me. And I was like, woof. She's not the girl I thought she was. But she is a human being. I think she's twisted and tainted in her thinking. But a nice way of putting it, you know, she accuses me of stuff I did with my mother that she has absolutely no proof, because there is no proof. And then when I answered her, and I don't mean to go off on a tirade, you know, she left me a little thing, and she said, oh, this is the ex-wife, blah, blah, blah. And she gave me one little scenario of what she thought I was doing wrong. And I answered her, and I don't know if she ever got back to me because I don't care. I really don't care. You know, it's funny. Every once in a while, I'm driving home, and I don't know what she does, but I thought she was still in the area. I think it was one of the towns I go to. I'm not going to name it, but we drive through, and every once in a while, if she's still driving the same vehicle, and that's about the only way I'd be able to tell, you know, or God forbid we bump into each other. I'd be pleasant. I'm not being a bastard or a mean person or anything. I just do my thing. That's it. I acknowledge her. But it would be funny to see how she'd acknowledge me. That would be interesting. Be thankful for where you are in your life now, because you can always change it. Doesn't change on a dime, people, but it takes time. But if you really want to change, you put a plan into action and you do it. It's not over till your last breath. That's all there is to it. Keep moving forward.